What's this one, number 2? Yeah.
It's episode number 2. Let the viewers enjoy it a little bit. We got a good one in store for you guys today, so don't you worry, man. Alrighty is... It's indeed what it is.
Very
Second
true.
pod of the Highline show.
Very
We got
true.
some great topics for today.
We do. We're talking about the NFL,
MLB,
MLB,
and more NFL.
more NFL.
Not really basketball yet.
Well, basketball season just ended, so
Exactly. So
we're
not,
gonna leave that alone.
I mean, the cards that have came out are nice, but
Definitely nice.
don't get me wrong, just not there yet. Yeah. Where's
Yeah.
So yeah, we got NFL. We're gonna talk a little bit about obviously just the sport in general, and obviously the hobby. The hobby.
You have to. You have to. You come on the Highline show, you're talking about the hobby. You all right there, back?
I'm just fixing my chair, bro.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah.
All tangled up over here. Oh shit. Sorry.
Here we go.
All right, now we're good. All right, talk to me, T-Man.
All right.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
So-
Talk to the fans. I mean, what's going on?
Well, with me, nothing much going on. Just, preparing for hobby side and working. But in the NFL, there's a lot going on. And there's a lot to talk about. First, I want to depict this whole Kellen Mond situation.
Of course, just
Kellen Mond
happened.
Just happened. Very recent in the news. Kellen Mond is making headlines because he got cut.
Is waiver the same thing as cut?
Yeah,
By the way, yeah,
he got cut.
yeah, plain and simple.
He got cut, and listen, it's tragic to see. I mean, we have a lot of Kellen Mond product.
I wouldn't say a lot, but we have
Not
a good
a lot.
amount.
We have a decent.
We have a
amount.
nice Kellen Mond booklet. That's for
Shield.
sure.
Booklet,
Like if it was
shield.
any other player,
Literally any other player.
that's a big
Any
card.
other player.
It's a big card.
Yeah, it's so huge. But, I mean, it is what it is. And Kellen Mond, I mean, he got cut, and obviously it sucks to get cut. As a second year, too, behind Kirk Cousins, like,
It's tough.
people really thought highly of Kellen Mond, and I guess the Vikings didn't. They
It's got to
thought
get to your
otherwise.
head mentally as a second-year QB getting cut.
100%.
Like usually you think like that's the year like the team's gonna give you a chance. Like first year, like take a
100%.
break, like watch from the sideline, whatnot. Second year, you better be ready.
Well, he's probably looking over there in San Francisco at Trey Lance, like, damn.
Like why didn't they give me that situation?
Yeah, why didn't they give me that chance? But also, on the
But
same
Kirk
token,
Cousins or Jimmy Garoppolo?
That's exactly what I was about to say. On the same
Exactly.
token,
Exactly.
Jimmy Garoppolo is not on the same stature as Kirk Cousins.
Like he's done good things, Jimmy G, but I feel like every time he's done those like good or great things, it's just by pure luck.
And it's because of the pieces they surround him with. I mean, Kyle
100%.
Shanahan's a beast of a coach. Jimmy really doesn't do anything.
It doesn't.
He really doesn't do anything.
He's got a stud of a team always.
I mean,
And he was Brady's backup at one
yeah,
point.
I mean, he was probably doing more in New England. That's besides the fact. Well, now let's get into my favorite part. Guess who picked up Kellen Mond? The dog pound, the Cleveland Browns, baby.
I mean, that's a good pickup.
I mean, knowing the situation, it is a good pickup. Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely like it.
Do you think now that they'll split snaps? I told you earlier, I thought they were going to split snaps. But do you think, as a Browns fan, that they picked up Kellen Mond because they're going to split snaps with Brissett? Or do you think, just in case Brissett goes down, they need somebody because they literally can't have Deshaun until week 11?
So this is what I think. I think that they picked up Kellen Mond for one main reason, and that's just in case Jacoby Brissett sucks.
That's a great reason to pick him up.
You know,
it's a
what I
valid
mean?
reason.
You know, just in case Jacoby Brissett sucks, like Kellen Mond could take some snaps. He's a running quarterback. He's agile. He can move. He's young.
Yep.
I mean, you can develop him.
Very young.
And I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Kellen Mond split snaps with Jacoby Brissett. I mean, obviously, Jacoby has jumped from team to team. He's been king backup his entire life.
I feel like that's his job.
Yeah.
They got to give him on that starting opportunity. Don't call him the starter, but
Right. Don't call him the starter, but at the same time, listen, if they're going to lose with Jacoby Brissett, might as well lose with
Kellen Mond. Exactly. Brissett's a backup.
Brissett is a backup. He's old. He has no future in the league. At least Kellen Mond has a future.
Yeah, Kellen Mond, he's young, bro. Bro.
Anything could happen, He could blossom into a star, you know what I mean?
100%. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes, his first year. Did anybody know who Patrick Mahomes was?
No.
No, right?
Come year two.
Exactly.
It's a different
story.
I mean,
we can't compare Kellen Mond to Patrick Mahomes.
Well, yeah, we're not, but it's a good play for the Browns. That's what I would say. It's a good play for the Browns, and hopefully
you think any other teams definitely slipped up on him? What other teams kind of need a QB? I can't even think.
The Texans need a QB.
You don't think Davis Mills is their QB?
He is, but obviously they're gonna need a backup.
Of course, every team needs backup.
The thing is, we haven't seen enough snaps from Kellen Mond to really know what he looks like on the field, and that goes for all teams. So, but I think I would take Kellen Mond over most backups in the league. Think the Colts, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan goes down. Who's
Jacob Eason?
Eason
or Sam Ellinger? That's their backups, I'm pretty sure.
Both,
and we pulled their cards
exactly.
A lot.
Yeah, they're both rookies.
Let me tell you this, though. If Matt Ryan were to go down and Sam Ellinger or freaking Jacob Eason go in and they ball, we are breaded.
100%.
We
100%.
are breaded.
I mean,
the amount of cards we have of them.
Those guys just come out of every pack.
Every product, every pack.
You can't even miss them. It's tough to get a pack without one of those guys. One of the Colts guys. One of those Colts.
Who's another backup that's.
I'll tell you another backup. Ian Book.
Right. Traded too. Was he cut though from the Saints? I'm actually gonna look it up.
No, I think he was traded.
Was he traded or cut? Because I did tell you he was traded, but I don't know if he was cut.
You don't know the details?
I don't know the details.
Well, I know that all the rosters had to cut down.
Of course.
After preseason, so we have to see.
Ian Book. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Eagles claim Ian Book. Does that mean he was a free agent at that point?
Yeah, I think that means he's cut. He got cut from the Saints, and now he's on the Eagles.
Yeah, he was claimed off the waivers. So Ian Book was cut. And let me tell you, if Ian Book were to ball, we would be breaded. What is with all these backup QBs? Just all these crazy short print cards. It feels like they're loaded in every product, but it's the same amount as
as a Trevor Lawrence or
exactly
one of the bigger QBs.
But it's those backups just pop out more for some reason.
Exactly, we always get to 25. So,
yeah, there's probably 100, honestly.
Exactly.
That's hilarious though.
Honestly, that's a great point because I really do think all these backup QBs, the ones that aren't good but are rookies too, very short print cards, are seen so much more within these products. Maybe we're the only ones seeing them.
That would be
I don't know.
Really...
You guys tell me. Are you guys getting this many Ian Bucks and Sam Ellingers, and Jacob Easons? Please tell me, because if you are,
that would be really unfortunate.
Yeah, well, we might.
If we were really the only ones.
Oh my goodness, that would be just the worst luck possible. I don't even know what the odds would be.
So back to Ian Buck though.
Back to Ian Buck.
Claimed Phillies.
Thinking about it, you're already getting to the MOP, aren't you?
Eagles.
Yeah. And when I think about Ian Book, though, I think about that one game that he had. You remember that? I forget who it was against. It was
the Dolphins.
Oh, was against the Dolphins.
He was getting wrecked every single play.
When he threw 4 picks or something.
But not even that. Like, bro.
And he took like 9 sacks.
If you go back and watch the game, you can literally see the guy did not know how to throw the ball away. He would run to the sideline and just chuck the ball up like
he actually didn't know it.
To a player. Like, he wasn't even throwing it away.
I felt like I was
and he would just get wrecked.
I know.
He would just get wrecked.
He got sat down so many. Ian Book took a beating that game.
Every time I think of Ian Book or I see an Ian Book card, I literally think of that exact game.
I mean, it was watching like IMG play like a district game. It was
because that team IMG played last year. It was like not even like a real school.
Oh yeah. Bishop something. I forget.
Bishop Gordon. No, that's a real school. It's a real
Gorman's
school.
Nice.
Yeah. IMG versus. I'm pretty sure we just look it up.
Yeah.
Bishop Sycamore.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Is Bishop Sycamore a real school? Investigations and questions began to arise, and news eventually broke that Bishop Sycamore was in fact not a real high school. The team, which was said to be located in Columbus, Ohio, classic Ohio, featured players who had already graduated from high school or weren't registered with any legitimate team. Bro, what's with you in Ohio, people, dude? You guys are weird.
Please.
You guys are weird.
Please.
Weird breed, eh?
It's one school.
Who knows? Who knows, huh?
Who knows? But
what if this whole time IMG is just breeding like
just purebred athletes?
But like they're like all just like, no offense, IMG. No offense. It's a hot take. We take hot takes over here. What if IMG is like the actual Bishop Sycamore in real life too?
And it's just like
straight 25-year-olds, just high school.
Well, they have
like a postgraduate program as well for athletes.
Well,
like those high schoolers are nasty, bro.
What I think is really going on is IMG's actually they're a college that calls themselves a high school.
That's what I think too.
The way they recruit, the way they train,
bro. It's a college.
It's literally a college. Those athletes.
I don't even think they like prioritize like school. They probably do in a way, but like it's probably such a wash.
4 hours of school a day.
Exactly.
And then
an hour for each, fucking
for each
subject.
Yeah.
An hour English, hour math, hour science,
hour social studies.
Boom. Go train. Go play.
Literally.
That's crazy.
No, but they're nasty. But there's a bunch of schools like not a bunch, but there are a good amount. We have a good amount.
I could imagine there's a bunch of schools like that, just not well known like IMG. IMG's damn near like college tuition.
Yeah, it's like $60,000 a year. It is college. It's more than a lot of colleges.
Yeah, it's bread.
And also though, like Heritage
type shit
is nasty at football too. They give IMG a run for their money every time.
A lot of recruits from Heritage, always.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
I'm sure there's a lot of NFL players from Heritage.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of NFL players from IMG.
There's a lot of NFL. This is going away from high school, though.
Right.
Kind of off topic, but since we're just talking about like a lot of NFL players. A lot of NFL players from University of Miami. I'm pretty sure they're like top 3 in the NFL 100%. And producing like NFL players.
It probably goes Bama, Ohio State, and then like Miami, Georgia.
Why you always got to bring up Ohio State?
They produce so many players. Listen, they don't produce that many quarterbacks. They produce so many players for the NFL, though. I'm telling you.
What do I look up?
Look up most NFL players.
Players.
No, what college has the most NFL players?
Yeah, what college?
No, what am I saying?
Has most NFL players? Perfect. Wow.
Tell me.
Is this right? The first thing that comes up says Notre Dame.
That could just be going like way back,
right?
Beginning of the
1875 type shit. Hold on. Wow, it's a sick picture. Look at that picture.
College to the pros. Wow, that is sick. Mr. Mac Jones.
What do you think of Mac this year?
I mean, I think Mac has a lot of upside potential. I mean, Belichick is.
Of course, he's a great coach.
He's a great coach, and he knows how to groom his quarterbacks. Obviously.
So, it says Penn State NFL players 31.
Current?
See, like, that's what I don't know.
All right, how about this?
I mean, you got the top right there.
Yeah, true.
Hit the top. I can look it up as well. NFL college tracker. Okay. Shit. Whoa, why is Miami not even on here? Like, that's not right. CUC, that's not right. That's not right. I know Miami
right.
for a fact is up there, bro. There's no way Miami's down in this category.
Are you on SPO track?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm telling
you.
I'm typing Miami. See, like, why doesn't it give me a list?
Here we go. Wait, I'm on. Oh, wow. This goes by conference. All right. This is the NCAA website.
Oh, so that should easily tell you.
Right here. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? The list goes.
30? There's no way. There's no way. Miami with 30 NFL players? I thought they had like 50 something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 8th.
I thought they were like top 3, honestly.
So it goes Alabama with 56, Ohio State 50, LSU 41, Florida 39, Michigan 33, Georgia 32, tied with Penn State, then Miami.
That's actually quite interesting.
It really is, honestly.
You learn something new every day.
You know what's crazy? I think, well, it's a fact. If we did this for basketball, this list would be so small. I think it'd be much smaller. For basketball.
I mean, of course. It's so much harder to get drafted in the NBA.
So much harder. And all these
I feel like if you have like
schools.
15 to 20 players from your school in the NBA, that's good, no?
Yeah, 100%. But I'm saying like down here, when you go down to like
Ball
State.
Yeah, they can have like one.
Yeah, they'll have like
if
one.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, yeah. Troy probably got a good amount. Troy definitely has more than 2. You don't think so? Like, there's those random schools that always have like studs.
Tulsa probably has more than 2 as well.
Army's probably got more than 1.
New Mexico State's actually good in basketball. Yeah, but that's getting a little off topic. But
yeah, we said we weren't gonna do basketball.
Right. But yeah, there you have it. There's the list.
So it's baseball.
Baseball.
Our man Tatis. We know he's going down.
Let's talk about
in the hobby.
Oh, big time.
He's going way down in the hobby.
It's tragic almost.
You did tell me something about Trout the other day. Like, his card was like 30 something K at one point, and like the recent sale was like 7K. And is that a buy?
I think it's 100% a buy.
It's a buy.
Yeah, it's a buy. No doubt about it.
He's going down in history books as GOAT. He's going down in history books Hall of Fame.
100%.
It just sucks that, like, he hasn't had a long career, but like if you think about it, he's been playing for some time, and he's been with such a shitty team every single year.
Well, the Angels just don't know how to like build around their key players. Like, they get all these stud players.
If anybody had Mike Trout, they'd be a dynasty franchise.
The Angels haven't
won
a
Angels
playoff game in what?
Bro, I don't even remember the last time the Angels were in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Mike Trout is literally on the links playing golf early every single season. I'm being so dead ass.
And I could believe it too.
It's facts.
But Mike Trout has to be a buy right now. And he's also a buy because he buys his own cards. He's in the hobby.
Yeah, I think he's always a buy.
He's always a buy.
Who's not a buy is Tatis.
Tatis is not a buy.
He's not a buy. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he's never going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's never going to be in the Hall of Fame.
That's
so where's the upside in his cards in 10, 15 years?
Yeah, I know.
Because he's going to stop playing. He's going to become irrelevant.
Yeah, like a Barry Bonds.
Like a Barry Bonds. He's still not in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly, and he never will be. Well, I don't really know, but yeah.
I mean, maybe. If they changed the rules, maybe.
Yeah, but I feel like if they would have put him in the Hall of Fame, they would have done it already, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's why it might take so long for Tatis to get there.
No, Tatis is his cards are down.
Sell. Get rid of him. You want to also know what else I saw?
What?
Do you know who his sponsorship with was? Like, you know how LeBron's with Nike?
Right. No,
Jordan's Jordan. Right? Jordan's Jordan?
Yeah.
Or is Jordan Nike? Like, what is Jordan?
Well, Jordan has his own brand, but like with Nike. Okay. Yeah, it's sponsored by Nike.
But like, you know where I'm getting to.
Yeah.
So Tatis is with Adidas. Mm-hmm. Like, massive deal with Adidas.
Okay. Like, easy deal.
Done.
Cut him off. Wow.
Cut him off. Adidas done deal with Tatis.
Let me tell you, it is.
That's huge. That's like a huge dagger to his stock in general.
100%. And with the way baseball is going with cheating right now,
they don't like cheaters.
Exactly. And using PED is the worst thing you can do.
The worst.
Because that was the first occurrence of cheating in baseball. People using PEDs.
People using PEDs and then like pitch stealing, but like electronically. Because like if you're on, I don't know, like
if you're on second base, it's fair.
Exactly.
It's fair. I mean, teams should know.
That's like a coach, a football coach, like not covering their mouth, like with their play,
100%.
and like the other coach, like with their fucking binoculars, like
in the box.
Exactly.
I mean, 100%.
You gotta play smart. But if you're going across a line with like using video, electronics. Fucking banging on trash can.
Yeah, no, that's way too far, obviously. And so the way the MLB is going, they hate cheaters.
I mean, but the thing is, they didn't even like give that bad of a punishment to the Astros, if you think about it. Like they should have 100% snatched that championship away from them that they won.
100%.
And they didn't.
But I mean, look at the way it's going with the pitchers right now, you know?
With the spider tack? With the sticky stuff? What do you mean going on with the pitchers?
Well, I'm talking about like with the umps and how they're like searching the pitchers, like trying to.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't really have anything to do with like the Astros pitch stealing.
Right. I'm just talking about baseball.
Oh, like they're like they're cutting down.
Yeah,
like,
so like they're
getting to everything.
Yeah, really chopping down on all the cheaters.
For sure.
So this was like the worst time for Fernando to get caught as well, you know, or for him to even do it. You know, it's his fault. Why would he?
It's a mess. And he was literally just coming back from his injury. He hadn't played all season.
You want to know what the worst part about him taking the PEDs is? It's now everyone's gonna think that his entire career he's either been taking
PEDs.
it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why it was good, and it could be so false.
Of course.
But yet people will still use that argument.
Of course, but he's such a young player too, so exactly. It's like.
But it's so stupid, and that's why he's gonna go down. It's his fault. I mean,
he toasted himself.
Literally.
I mean, he can still ball. Like he's gonna come back. He's gonna do what he usually does.
Exactly. Listen,
it's not like he's gonna come back.
Are gonna be insane.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna come back and he's gonna be. Yeah, he's the worst baseball player ever. No, irrelevant.
No.
Not making top 10 plays. He's gonna come back and do what he does.
Exactly. You know. He's gonna put the ball.
He's not gonna be selling for $80K, $70K, exactly. Bowman first. Like,
and people aren't gonna look at him as like, you know, like an MVP or something like that. Even if he puts up the numbers, people, you know what I mean?
don't think he could win MVP like his first season back.
Right.
I do think maybe like after like 3 seasons back, and if he does good, like maybe,
but it's gonna take a lot of work to get.
It's also gonna take a lot of work to get like people's like. To get like your image to be like good again.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like, bro, I remember when A-Rod tested positive for steroids. I literally went to his first game back in New York Yankee Stadium, like his first home game back, and even the Yankee fans were booing the fuck out of him. They're like,
I bet.
A-Royd, bro, just
that's actually a great joke.
Going after him, eating him alive, like he K'd, and they were cheering, bro. I swear to God, I have a video on my phone of A-Rod striking out his first home game back,
and they were cheering
from steroids, and everyone started cheering.
I mean,
when he was walking to the plate, booing him, like vice versa. What a home team should be doing.
That's probably what's gonna happen in San Diego when Fernando comes back.
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly.
I mean, listen, if Fernando never gets suspended, the Padres are. I mean, granted, they still are insane.
Picked up Soto.
That's
a huge pickup, not knowing what was going to happen to Tatis.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And now Soto's producing
that
for the Padres.
GM for the Padres goes down as the GOAT, bro.
Actually.
Like a blind move, not even knowing what was going to happen.
That's insane.
That's insane.
And yeah, and like so my question is, say the Padres make a run in the postseason.
Right.
And they lose. Do you blame it on Tatis?
No. Because you made it to the postseason. You're a good ball team. Like, you shouldn't be blaming your loss at that point on one specific player. You shouldn't be pointing fingers.
Right.
I don't think, like, as a ball club, like, you should be pointing fingers. Like, you've been playing a whole entire season without him. Just him testing positive for steroids doesn't change anything. Like, you should already have good team chemistry.
Right.
Played more than you played more than half a season without him. Like, I think just at that point, it's just fair play. It's up to the team, like the players who are playing.
No, 100%. But I'm talking more from like a fan base. You think the fans of San Diego?
I mean, yeah, there'll definitely be some like pissed at him, like damn, like Tatis, like that definitely would have helped for sure. But like the ball club will know that it wasn't Tatis's fault. They're gonna be professionals and know it's a team sport, yada yada yada. But of course, fans are petty and selfish and arrogant, all the worst.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they'll say
bashing him all over social media, of course.
100%. That's why it's so hard to be in the spotlight like that.
Bro, it's so hard to be an athlete in today's world with social media and everything.
100%.
If you're not doing good, they're just gonna bash you all the time, all over social media.
Who? Oh,
that's probably why LeBron goes fucking 0 dark 30 or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, when he focuses during the playoffs.
Yeah, just
when he goes
straight social media off. Yeah. That's why he balls, bro. 100%. He doesn't hear any of the noise.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the captain. Remember, you were talking about social media being so hard, like for players and stuff. I remember
what Jeter said.
For all of you that haven't seen it, you could skip forward 15 seconds. Remember when Jeter was like, yeah, if there was social media around in my day when I was playing, like how it is today, I wouldn't have lasted a whole season. Something like that. Or
I remember 2 seasons. He said his career wouldn't have been longer than 2 years.
Yeah, and that just shows like how difficult it is. Yeah. Being in the spotlight.
You gotta be on your...
Everybody's
all these athletes that get caught today doing shit, they wouldn't have gotten caught back in the day. And all these athletes back in the day probably did this shit. Like, bro, MJ was a fat gambler. He can't do that today. If he was like, LeBron can't go to the casino and just gamble $300K. It's gonna be all over social media. It's gonna be all over TV. Like, LeBron's gambling a night before his game, $300K. Like, he's drinking. Bro, MJ used to like smoke cigars like in the locker room, like in the 30th game of the season. Like,
it was just a different time back then, I can't even think about
Rodman used to fucking pop on a jet like after a game and like go to the Bahamas and like skip 2 games and like come back and like nobody would know where he is. Like, bro, if like Draymond Green were to like hop on a jet right now and go somewhere, like everybody's gonna know about where he is or where he's going. I mean, did you not watch Last Dance? Do you not remember when they were like they had no idea where this fucking guy was?
Yeah. When they couldn't find him, they needed him.
It wasn't Pippen. It was
Rodman.
Rodman, yeah.
It was Rodman. He went 0 dark 30. Then he went AFK. Crazy.
All right. Let's get to the hobby a little bit. Let's end this nice little show.
Let's talk about the hobby.